It's fine.
Yeah, this'll work.
Of course, I get the friggin' raindrops here. Okay. So Tad called me. It did not sound like Tad, but it was Tad. But it did not sound like Tad. Um, he joined Smiley's cult family thing. Do you know about that?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, he decided to do that. He told him his conditions where he doesn't hurt anyone, he has no control over them and stuff, and I guess Mr. Smiley agreed to it. Um, there's this guy named Ian Moon. He's afraid of clouds, and he wants to get over that fear through exposure therapy. And apparently, through Tad's words, he is fixated on Chatterbox. Um, he's most likely brainwashed. He calls Tad his gunplug, but Tad really just gives him a bunch of like broken old rusty guns. He leaves them in like trash cans for him. But he's a bit concerned that he's probably gonna find better guns. Um, Mr. Smiley doesn't want to be a part of it. Every time Ian talks about it and stuff, or the clowns in general, he kind of drops out, changes his mind, or avoids it. But yeah, his name is Ian Moon. It's Moon, but it ends with an E. Um, Mr. Smiley's also trying to recruit Charlie, and Tad also warned me that one of these days, he's a patient guy, right? Mr. Smiley's patient. So maybe one of like, in a couple months or a couple days or tomorrow, who knows? But he said he's gonna present a show of force against Ember. But that's all he said. Like that he'd try and do that.
Golly, I wonder if anyone's ever warned Ember against dealing with Mr. Smiley.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I couldn't imagine anyone telling her not to yuck with it.
yeah. Uh, and she's definitely susceptible to being brainwashed from what I've seen. So I know how that's gonna go. Um,
Mm.
yeah. So it's chatty. I kind of want to talk about a little bit of that too. How come he's back and how did it happen? Unless you want to go over a little more if you have questions on what I told you.
I don't know how he's back. I think there's a fight going on in his mind every time he goes to sleep. And whichever side is stronger that day is the one that will present itself.
I see.
This is an assumption, it's a guess.
Yeah, he did tell me that he'll probably be back. He also told me that if I'm with Wendy and Jagger shows up and tries to hurt us, that I shouldn't even say a word and just shoot him.
Is that what you will do?
Yes,
Then do me a yucking favor.
is it?
Don't be in that situation.
That's what I told him. I'll try my best to get out of that situation so it doesn't even have to happen. I I kept my promise
That's
as
all I
well.
can ask of you.
Mm. Told him the stuff I told you. I know, you kind of wanted me to tell Jagger, but I didn't know if he'd come back or not. So I told it to Chatterbox instead.
The stuff you promised?
Yes,
Did it help?
I'd say so. I think that's the first time that we've hugged. And he
That's
apologized.
very abnormal for him.
Is it?
He doesn't do that. He's been doing it a lot lately and it scares me.
I see why. Um, so you kind of just woke up and it was him?
He told me he woke up at the House of Silence with his wounds bandaged. He thinks that the mimes helped him. I don't trust that at all. He got in his car. He didn't know it was his car. He stole it. He ditched it somewhere thinking that they could track him. And I think he went to the funhouse where I think Ember found him. Ember called me there. He's still injured, but his wounds have been tended to, and eventually he needs that surgery.
Yeah,
I told him so, and he told me that he was scared because going to sleep is a no-no. Every time he wakes up is a fight.
I see.
So I'm thinking that's what's going on. It's just a fight with himself.
It's good to know, but bad to hear.
I have ideas. If we're presented with that situation, he said he might wake up tomorrow. Um, and, it'd be chatty, but it also might not be.
You gonna try these ideas alone?
Yes.
Is that a good idea?
No, but that's the point.
What's the point?
The risk.
Okay.
And I know you don't like that, but frankly, I don't like the idea of you shooting my son.
Fair enough.
So I think we're at an impasse.
That's right.
It has to be a last resort.
I can make it my last resort, but I need to make it a point to everyone else. Say cheese! To make sure that they don't keep getting themselves in situations like that.
I know. And what I just said contradicts that. But I do need you to trust me.
Of course I will.
And I trust everyone else right now. I'm trying to trust everyone else. To do the right thing, to do what they think is the right thing. But I know that that is a solution. Shooting him, it's a solution. It's a bad one, though. It's the bad ending.
I agree. So yeah, I'll work on some procedures, I guess, for when he is around. Those days, if he is, and I'll most likely just try and spend the day with Wendy and ignore everything else that happened, and just trust that they can do it.
You remember what you did for me in Dumbles?
Yeah,
When I was concussed?
yeah. Same thing, I guess.
Yeah. You helped me. I know you can help Wendy. And anyone else that might need it.
All right. That was all with the phone call that I got from him. Amber is probably not in the best situation. Um, and there's a guy named Ian Moon that's fixated on Chatterbox. Uh, and that is okay with wanting to speak with me more, but I still don't want to get too close with him. But it is good that he hasn't really been making more progress towards you.
No, he hasn't.
That's good.
I do have a partial solution for something, maybe, with the smileys, but I don't know if it will do anything. I have a feeling this Ian Moon thing is stupidly enough Jagger related. I I don't want to assume, but I kind of am assuming, just given the context. You know Ursula?
Yeah,
Do you know her association with Smiley?
that's your husband, right?
Yeah. Guess who attacked Ursula?
Was it Jagger?
Indirectly.
Jagger hurt someone indirectly.
Ember did it. Rather, I think Charlie did it.
Do you think that, she's gonna try and have Mr. Smiley manipulate Jagger?
Wouldn't be her first time. First time with Smiley, but wouldn't be the first time Ursula tried to do something.
Right.
And I'm not entirely saying she's not valid for being angry.
She's also a participant in trying to kidnap me. You took it?
I didn't take it. I have it.
Charlie gave it to you?
What's important is how Chatty wanted me to get it back to Ursula. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Is it a good idea?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm hoping it will quell things. Although I don't know. Those people, once there's a fixation, it's hard to shake.
Yeah.
As you can see with Tad, they have a type.
You've been seeing how Twinkles has been.
I haven't heard from him.
Started showing up again yesterday. I met him. Um,
I've heard he's been drinking.
yeah, I told Chatty about it. I don't. I think it's. Bone said the same thing. I already think it's Eugene.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
I haven't encountered him, but the way he talked to me on the phone last, it was a goodbye.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep my eye on him, but he's been trying to stay out of my sight. I've been trying to convince Reina that she needs to defend herself because that's what Twinkles asked. But I don't know if she's able to do it.
She probably won't be.
I don't think so.
I know that if Jagger wanted to attack me, he'd have every opportunity. Despite everyone saying, I should defend myself or whatever.
You wouldn't either.
No. If he was at a point where he wanted to hurt me, he would.
And you let him?
Have you ever rehabilitated an animal before?
Probably not the best way you have, but try to keep one alive.
It's a thankless job. It's dirty work. It's hard. A lot of manual labor. A lot of time. A lot of personal sacrifice goes into it. With something, for lack of a better term, feral. Just because it's cute or familiar does not mean you reach your hand in and expect not to get bit or slashed. Doesn't mean you necessarily should. But I have never, in my life, rehabilitated anything that did not cause me some kind of physical pain. I don't hold it against them. It's in their nature. It's instinct. They're not doing it to be mean, they're doing it to survive. Because if they didn't, something else would hurt them.
If he found out that he did that to you, he wouldn't really be able to forgive himself. I mean, he saw what happened to my face, and he was pretty beat up about it. I can only imagine how he'd feel if he found out that he did something to you, is all.
That's the thing about forgiveness. It's a gift given by the victim.
It's hard to accept those kind of gifts, though.
He has gotten me hurt before. First time we encountered him. Back in September, I think. He didn't do it. But he indirectly stirred something up that caused someone else to do it. I had 2 cardiac events on the table. Collapsed lung. Got an infection later in that same lung. Turned into sepsis. I could have died. Was that his fault? Not necessarily. Was it the person's fault who did it? Partially. But I also take something in that responsibility. Because I knew, going into that situation, what the stakes were. Just like I knew every time. That was me reaching into the cage with something feral and getting bit. It took a long time for all of us to get over that. If something happens to me, it'll take a long time for us to get over that too. But we will.
It doesn't get to that point, but
I don't expect it will. But I take just as much responsibility for something like that as anyone else involved.
I understand. Alright then.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll, I'll start thinking about ways to handle the situation if he comes back with everyone else.
It's not all on you either.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Wendy will keep you in check.
Already has been.
How's your head?
Uh, well, like I got antibiotics. Uh, that was for the sniper wound from the war, but they restitched the ones in my head when he's been redressing it. So, being a bit better. But Leo has been spraying my mask, trying to clean it so it stings a little bit, but also wearing this mask is kind of irritates it, but it's fine.
Want me to get him to stop?
I think he's kind of over it. I feel like his bit is finished. That's alright.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
I know I put a lot of focus on him, but I am worried about you, too.
I completely understand.
Worried about everybody.
I don't fault you at all for the way you know, you're focused on him. It just makes sense. I'll be good though. All in all, I think it's getting better.
I'm glad.
Kirk is out of ICU. At least got to speak with Chatterbox, so a little more clear on how he's doing.
I tried to stay away from Kirk today.
You did?
Yeah.
Why? Belle, thank you.
He needed a different kind of energy.
I guess. Is that something you think he'd want?
I don't know. He did walk away from me. He said he had a nightmare about me too, so don't know if that's saying anything or
Hmm.
maybe it's nothing.
If he told you, I don't think it's nothing.
Kind of a funny nightmare, but
Bye, Belle, thank you.
the interaction we had afterwards kind of made me wonder. I'm just not in the right mindset to be around him. I don't want to drag him down to where I am.
Understandable. I still think that. Bang! Bang! I still think that you should let him decide. I've been doing that and it's been going well. Letting people decide.
He did send me a picture just now.
Picture
Family
we speak.
picture.
Family picture.
Yeah, well, it's like Big Phil and Winsong and him in a selfie.
See?
They have a fun looking RV. It's cute.
At least you know he's thinking about you. So let me see. I don't think he sent it to me. No, he didn't.
I sent him a text back.
Sure, he appreciates it.
I'm just really trying not to drag anybody down, and I feel really bad that I'm pulling you away from Wendy. I think you guys should go do something fun.
No, we were doing something fun. We were BMXing and stuff. It was already fun, but can't. You're not pulling anyone away. I called you, remember? Just like he messaged you. We're not expecting you to be super happy all the time. We know what you're going through. Well, when I say we know that you have a lot of stuff going on. Stuff is happening with Chatty, stuff is happening with a lot of people. So we're not necessarily coming to you for fun and a break from all that. Because typically the person that has to shoulder a lot of that. Yeah, like, as even just being around, you're kind of not. That's really it for most people. I think people are fine just seeing you. That's it. You don't need to say anything or do anything fun. They ask you how you are, and you say you're not doing good. I don't think it's gonna bring them down. I think they're just happy that you're around. Is all. That's at least my point of view.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I think if you want to say hi to Kirk, you don't have to put on a show or anything. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind your company. Is all.
Mr. Ratchet wanted me to do something with him, so I might call him back.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I'll see what he's up to.
Yeah, I think he's hanging out with Kirk too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, it's up to you. Just through experience, I'm learning that doing things for people doesn't really help as much as I thought it would. Trying to make a decision for someone, thinking that it'd be better for them, usually isn't. I think you should test it out.
Yeah.
In fact, had I not done that, I wouldn't be here right now, most likely. Um, a lot of people are finding out about me. Obviously, I sacrificed anonymity just to make sure people were okay. Um, and the reason I first
Sorry for
exist.
that.
That's okay. It's not your fault at all, anyways. I could have easily tried to run around and sneaky. It's just, I feel like handling stuff like that and still trying to be sneaky was a little too extra, a little too much work. So, so I took this off and dealt with it that way. And obviously, that came with consequences. And I always figured if everyone knows who both of us are, what's the point of me being around? So I planned on, after all this stuff was settled, on going away. But I've been speaking to Twinkles about it. I've spoken to Hazel about it. I'm just gonna get a couple people's opinions before making that choice. Whereas normally I wouldn't.
Well, if there's one thing I know about the clowns, it's kind of, most of us have the same kind of sentiment. However you want to present yourself is how you'll be accepted. So if that's what you want, if you want to be one or the other, or both, or whatever mix of the two, you should do it. Whichever way makes you the most comfortable and whichever way you enjoy.
Okay.
It won't change anything for me, regardless of which which one I get. As long as I still get one. Or both.
Understood. I also feel like that's how Kirk feels, whether you're in a good mood or not. But I will keep that in mind.
Touche.
Thank you. Being said, I do want to check in on Wendy.
Yeah. She's been by herself.
Yeah. You drove here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'll
she's
call